Again, you know. Again. Oh yeah. Hmm. I actually ran out of what do you call it? Wound dressings. Hey, what's up? Ah, yeah, I run out of wound dressings because I keep grinding for points. I know for a certain that this third place guy will actually move. But yeah, so our agenda for today is Ark, Cops, Screaming Forest, Golden Dragon, and Torrid, and even Recent Farmer. Butcher, and yeah. Now I don't know what to start, but I think I'll start with uh I think I'll start with Recent Farmer. Also, by the way, I think lost so much throwables because I don't want to waste my Thunderer. No ad. Actually, it's the most common thing to buy in this game, the no ads pack. I mean, it's kind of a. I also want to support the game, and it helps you a lot actually. Yeah, hopefully I can manage my gears just for this. At least the no ads pack is permanent, you know. And that's the most important part. So this is why it's getting a little bit too hard for me to recognize where did I put all of my stuff. As for weapons, well, I don't have any more frenetic to kill. No, I have some. I have to meet some daily quotas today. I'm gonna hit some bosses today, and maybe at the end some slammer run. So yeah, I think my weapon for today would be this. Yeah, this and some a regular acid AKM. As much as frenetic is expensive to use, you can technically just use acid AKMs for the recent farmer. And to be honest, I actually really hate the co-op mechanic in this game. They really left it out. Like, it's so shit. Aside from the lags, it doesn't really benefit anyone. You're better off playing with just yourself. Basically, you're just much more faster and much more efficient if you farm solo, and the game doesn't have any kind of a reward system. I mean, there is, but it's bad. It's not that good enough. So yeah, as for my buffs, I'm actually gonna use buffs for this. Where is it? Yeah, most important part, I think, food buffs. Yeah, I mean, some people do actually. I mean, uh, I know some people that do like playing co-op, but yeah, unless they gave better rewards and it's actually meaningful, I'd play co-op. But for now, I would have to say no. Well, I forgot something. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot to load up my allies. Well, I'm gonna go back to my base. Yeah, it's such a waste in Greece, but I wouldn't mind spending that grease just to get a perfect run. I mean, not perfect, optimal, less durability on both of my armors and weapons. Yeah, but still, that's such a waste in Greece. Oh, man. And also, I have my buffs running. This one, and this one. Shit. And I've lost some viewers just because of that. I mean, yeah, you can one shot Butcher. See, I mean, I only got one. And by the way, if you don't kill this guy fast, you wouldn't be able to collect another two dead bodies over here. Yeah. So you can one shot Torrid, but there's actually a method for it. It's Ghost, Harley, and then Wayne. What I'm missing is some what I'm missing is the perfect cryo sniper. And to be honest, I kinda neglected Ghost. I mean, he has some good gears, but yeah. You know, usually I don't even try to wait. Why am I doing this? This one. I don't even try to do any flashy boss skills. It's kind of reserved for those people that actually have, like I've said, the specific gears. Don't get me wrong. It is one of those um it is one of those things that you can create, but it all depends on luck. And as for me, I don't even want to spend something so expensive because it has to be perfect. Like, you have to crit. Because if you don't crit, the run would be over. I mean, technically it's 2 or 3 shots, but yeah. Now, next. Still have some buffs. Oh, here it is. This is why sometimes getting... Oh yeah, I do have this. I'm not even gonna... yes. Oh, by the way, did you know, if you're doing... I lost my 2 experimental weapon when I understood. Yeah. I mean, did you know this cryo grenade actually deals a lot of damage for Butcher? You know, just saying. I mean, technically, you can use that. But once you have enough of these... I mean, usually these are very rare. That's why you only use this for certain type of bosses. You only need about 2 or 3. Sometimes 2. Sometimes even just 1. And since I'm using... yeah, another PSA. Whenever you use Black Strider armor, I really do suggest using the armor repair kits. Oh, and since I'm out of I'm out of meds, I guess I'm going to use this and this. If you're out of meds, you can use that to mitigate some of the damage. Oh yeah, so I could deal even more damage if I use this. I got 2 from New Year, which is really great. Like, it... yeah. I mean, to some certain points, you must think of it as... you mustn't become a hoarder in this game. You know? Because I know a lot of players that... I know a lot of players keep hoarding their gears. Like, let's say a month or 2 months from now, you have an already well built account. When are you going to use your gears? So that's why I always say, don't deprive yourself from having fun. Because, you know, this game is already generous to some extent that you may be able to use some gears. Like, for example, I'm using this because I've grinded so much and I deserve to use this right now. I think I still have some buffs left, right? 6 minutes. So, um, this setup is double stun, and to finish off with one buffer. So, ready, set. Yeah. See, I didn't take any damage at all, but actually, uh, the only, the only, the only reason why I did that, yeah, the only reason why I mean, I could technically kill Torrid within 5 shots of this gun, but yeah, the only, like I've said, the only reason why I'm doing with this team comp right here, Trapper and Goliath, is because I want to preserve so much of these durability. You know, sometimes armors are more important than guns. Because, like, for example, this gun right here, yeah, I can't repair this anymore, but eventually along the line, I'm going to get this. What? I mean, at the same time, if you really put yourself into this perspective of, if you really put yourself into a perspective of, oh hey, I only want to use some meta characters, your characters, especially if you're gonna misuse Harley so much, eventually you're gonna learn the hard way that you're using way too much of her energy, and at the same time you're shredding so much of her ally gears, and these ally gears are also hard to get or somewhat expensive. What's my favorite event in DOZ? Actually, supposedly, ever since 4 years from now, from the very beginning of the game, I've been playing since then. So the very first event was Triad, which is this current event right now, like this one. So back then you could infinitely farm for keys, and we would just spam open for this. We infinitely spam opening this box because you can get keys infinitely. It's a matter of how much time you want to play. But right now, you are limited to only getting X number of keys per day or per 3 days or so. But right now, from what I've experienced in my return of playing this game, I actually enjoyed Decayer event. You know, even though Decayer event Cardinal is much more harder than Golden Dragon, I would say that it is by far the most generous event in the game. Like Triad right now, I mean, I would say New Year event and then Decayer event are the most generous events in DOZ. And most of the events, Undertaker, Hawks event, especially Hawks event is the most expensive event in this game. It's basically known as the you're not gonna enjoy playing this game because a lot of the people that buy so much in this game are gonna come out whenever Hawk events comes out. But yeah, look, I didn't use so much durability on my Black Strider set. That's the most important part, preserving armor sets. Like, think of it as a win. Like, oh hey, I finally got to fight Plague Doctor about 10 times in a Black Strider armor set. But still, Torrid Butcher isn't that efficient. There's no cheap way of fighting this boss either. Like I've said, if you wanted it to be cheaper, you need certain types of allies, such as these two guys right here. Just just so you could stun and taunt them. Like the whole combination. Like, look at this. This is 12-second stun and max duration. I think the max duration for this taunt is also 10 seconds. That's already 22 seconds of the boss not moving, and you can technically kill bosses within 15-20 seconds. So yeah, it's really how you play this game. If you wanted to one-shot some certain enemies, you paired Harley with this and with Ghost. This guy. Basically, this is the holy trinity, of getting high damage. So yeah, all that effort for a drop of blood, like literally. Like, look at this, man. I don't even know where to put it. Like, usually I have some space over here. Yeah. Oh wow. Usually I just make another crate just so for my dailies. Like, for example, this is my daily chest that I use commonly for bossing and stuff. Yeah, but still, getting this. Sometimes, when I'm so very lazy, I just trade this for blue gears. And look, I didn't take damage, right? Like, you know how strong this is? I think this corrosion lasts for 20 seconds or 15 seconds. Well, I'm just going to throw it just so we could count. Yeah, it's 10 seconds. But still, the 10 seconds debuff is helpful in so much bosses. Wait a minute. Oh wow, it didn't consume. How to get more Phoenix stimulators? Well, there's a particular number of ways of getting so much. First one would be Arc. Yeah, first one would be Arc, and then second one is Trade Union, the guy. Third option would be Screaming Forest, and the fourth option would be events. But yeah, how I got my Phoenix Stims? I got this from just trading. I didn't even play some events. And like I've said, even if I'm out of meds right now, I'm out of wound dressings. So yeah, I guess my next agenda for today is getting getting some more getting some more ally tonics. Sarangheo. But to be honest, you don't have to worry about Phoenix stimulators. Like I've said, some once you get far ahead in building your character and your account, at some point, it's not gonna matter. You know, like you won't even you won't even get to the point that you need to use those. This food buffs again. You have any more questions? Wow, that automatically wakes up. So my current plan is getting this guy to level 61. You know, you need to have a level 61 ghost just so you could have a much easier time in dealing with. Yeah, sometimes I just trade this in getting 3. The best food buff combo. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that you might misunderstood from this game, because it never really tells you what stacks and what does not. Like for example, um this one, decreases thirst rate by 20%, and this other food buff decreases hunger and thirst rate, right? So if I trigger this and I trigger this, it changes the effects. That's why effects doesn't stack, you know. You always go for you always go for the 1% health, like these two right here. This is 10 minutes, and this is, both are 10 minutes. And then this one that increases your health, and most importantly, food buffs that give 5% damage, you know. And look, I got 5 steel ingots just by disassembling some of my ally gears. I don't even do shelters. Like look, I'm going to my shelter again. See? I'm stuck between a level 2 shelter when most of the other players like on the progress of my account, like some of the most players they've already unlocked this one, the abandoned shelter level 4. Even though the loot is good, like I mean, look at the loots, man. You got legendaries, but still you won't need that to a certain point. And if you need tonics, you have to trade with this lady, and this is the most hardest part of getting because you need to beat floor 36 to get these danger tags, or if you do get lucky. Which weapon? Yeah. Uh, that's why you need to actually grind. You need to grind for disassembly level 3. And which weapon should we craft from your perspective in this event? Well, if you're talking about perfect weapons, all of these weapons are good, but there is one that catches my eye, like this one, the Dragon Catars. But if you're the type of player that doesn't even like melee in this game, you wouldn't like this. So I think go for this, the Triple Strike. But yeah, you could even use this since this is a Tomb Fire weapon, and there's a lot less Tomb Fire weapons in the game. As for as for as for these two weapons in the legendary category, remember that dual weapons, like wielding weapons such as dual pistols, they have so much less durability. Like, get me? I mean, they do deal quite a lot of damage, but for pistols, before I could even say, oh, it's kind of worth crafting this, I would say to some extent. Like, for example, do you have a level 61 Annie Smith? And as for this Bloody Dragon, is commonly used for, floors 26 to 29 and floor C5, and this is gonna help you a lot because it deals much more damage to enemies in the arc. As for these two, yeah, they're practically the same. If ever I saw some hardcore people with they're crafting a lot of these specialists, the only reason why is because they're farming for points, and they're not even using this for bosses. I mean, technically you can, but the Dragon's Breath, or the legendary version of these weapons, if this was the OG Triad event, we would actually get this type of Thunderer Spark Rifle, the QBZ, and even this rocket launcher. But yeah, it also took me a lot of time getting my disassembly bench to level 3, like both of them. But once you finally have the chance, you're gonna enjoy disassembling so much items, because trust me, you're not even gonna play the game, and you're mostly disassembling some items of your gears. Like, for example, this one, even though these are rank 6, every little bit helps. So yeah, for my next agenda, it's going to be the daily zones and some airdrop, and then I'm gonna go to Arc. I mean, yeah, technically I could go here. I think we should go here now. This is just so I could finish this. Which event should I focus on decoration? I have only acid decoration. For the decorations in this game, there are two helpers. If you can get those two helpers, those are game changing. But for decorations, I'd say get the anti-acid tree and anti-fire tree. Because the anti-acid tree can work on certain locations, especially twins, Undertaker event. And then floors 13 to no. Floors 19 to 23. There's actually 2 or 3 decorations that weren't listed in the triad. I think the other weapons, the other triad weapons are locked behind this, right? Yeah, the other triad weapons. The melee ones are pretty meh. If I'm being honest, they're all meh. Also, the triad electric rifle got nerfed. This got nerfed too, and even the rocket launcher, the fire rocket launcher. But at least this Thunderer has more durability. Yeah, once you finally bought the no ads, you're gonna be doing the same process as me, clicking every watch ads button in quick succession. By the way, those daily quests gives keys, and since the event went live at 1 a.m. in my country, I missed those additional 15 or 20 keys already. No, a lot of players, especially once their account is far ahead, uh, you would even ask yourself, why would I be doing this ambush event? But still, as even if the rewards are bad, you know, the only main reason why I'm doing this is I need to trade with Vayne. You know, sometimes whenever this game is very repetitive, sometimes whenever I play this, I need something like some music playing, cuz I I oftentimes get tired quickly, or I just felt very sleepy whenever I play this. I mean, I'm not just the one who's getting that right. Like at some point, the game is gonna get boring once you reach a certain degree or level in your account progression. You know, back then I was so addicted that I need to play perfectly because I have so much less shit in my inventory. But now that I have an account that has some of legendaries, perfects, well, at least I'm getting some enjoyment of using those type of weapons. Yeah, I mean, the only downside, sometimes, sometimes, like, whenever you know the meme, watching this game and then playing this game is a different it's a different experience, man. It's like whenever you watch someone, like, oh hey, I could do that better. Oh hey, I could be the one, I could be farming this one, but I'm just watching this guy right here, you know. You know, even though currently I'm at the top spot with 18k points, I'm still keeping an eye out for this Javitsu guy here. You know, this 2CZF, 2ZZF. This is a clan tag, you know. And I don't even know. I think maybe this one also goes for a much higher points. But you never know, man. You never know. You never know in LB. There's always someone sleeping within the last hour and they move. I kinda hate that, you know. And sometimes what I really do hate about LB, even though some people are already spending so much money competing, I know I know there are some peoples that are using some kind of cheat in this game. Very disgusting behavior. And the boss is dead. But yeah, I also consulted with other players, and I can guarantee that there are some players cheating. It's a different kind of cheat, you know. It's not that they're duplicating weapons, but you know what they duplicate? They duplicate the amount of points they got. Like impossible impossible uh impossible number of points gained within a short amount of time. I mean, yeah, it's possible with specialist weapons, but still, like I've said, the game is very much exploitable. So, Blazing Sun and Brother Gleam. You know what? How many ally tonics you get from here? 20. That's 100. That's 200. Hope Farm gives 500 to 600. Another 100 here. Another 100 here. You know, sometimes I'm using Madame Goliath and Tornado. Well, you should end off with you should use Madame all the way through, and then use her skills, you know, like a number of times. And then whenever there isn't the fat farmer, yeah, whenever that fat farmer gets fast, you can taunt him with Goliath. Where did I... Yikes. Okay. Well, did you know? I also enjoy using Madame Lav. That ally is very underrated. You know, once you got her, if you got lucky, I mean, If you got her to at least level 61, such as mine, you're gonna enjoy using so much. And level 81 passive is only for her. Killing twins, I mean, yeah, that's why I hate the twins facility. Out of all the facilities, I hate the twins. Uh, the biggest reason is there's still a bug, like you can still get one shotted by the twins, by the melee twin. Zero animation and zero range counter for that skill, and it still happens till this day. That's why I don't even. There is a cosmetic. There's a cosmetic for those twins, but yeah, I still haven't finished getting the cosmetics from the twins facility. Ah, shit. uh, uh that's my allergies again. You know what I also hate about the facilities? The current facilities? Stoker, Diode, and Twins. Well, what they did was you can only hit those enemies on a certain element. Yeah, that's the other reason why I stopped doing those facilities. But sometimes I do hit facilities, but I only do Stoker. And even though Diode is somewhat easy, but he can also one shot you. What I hate about Diode is getting the keys. That's about it. Pardon my allergic rhinitis. But yeah, I think we could all agree that doing I think we could all agree that doing certain bosses is fun, right? And there are some bosses that are pretty annoying that sometimes you don't even wanna visit or do. It's pretty it really just it also depends on your preference too. Like a huge which event is best for farming? Well, um well, I mean, like I've said, from what I have experienced, the most generous event was, I mean, this was this year, right? Like since they updated and nerf some events. From my perspective, it's Decayer and the New Year event. But the only problem with the Decayer event is that you have to find some way on killing Cardinal. Because on Golden Dragon, yeah, you could just use some Cryo Glock, right? Like you could easily take him down. But for Cardinal, it's a different story. And yeah, speaking of Cardinal, if Decayer event is next after this, I think I'm gonna suffer because I don't have enough heals. For Cardinal, the most problematic part of Cardinal is that before fighting Cardinal, there is already a mini boss or an elite enemy guarding, just like the Triad basements. And to be honest, Decayer basement is more complex. If ever there's really not an event that is overall good. It's like it all depends on what gears you have, you know? Like for example, you may have some you may have a lot of electric weapons, and then which means what? You're gonna enjoy Undertaker event, right? So let's say you have some perfect weapons like the D273 or a lot of cryo Glock. You're gonna enjoy Decayer event because you're fighting Cardinal with that. I mean, even Golden Dragon, right? You need cryo Glock. I'm not saying you need a cryo Glock, but cryo Glock just is a very much better weapon rather than the Spaz, the legendary Ice Spaz. Where is it? I'm really at this point that if I am that religious at playing this game, I just wish that I have a lot of level 81 allies. You know, because a high level ally, it's like, it's so amazing having them. Because, for example, let's say your allies are very low level, right? You're gonna be losing so much energy. And as for the suspects of getting their energies back of watching ads, of course you're gonna be giving those energies for your favorite ally. You can't give everyone, and it's not like they give so much energies. Technically you can get 5 per day, but if you're that religious at playing this, you know I just hope my armor can last till red zone. You know what's semi grindy or hard? That's gonna be Dark Zone event and Dark Zone and New Year event. But at least New Year is very generous. As for Dark Zone events, the only good thing about the Dark Zone event is that there's a lot of good decorations found from that event. I mean, there's also a huge amount of good allies too in this decorations from this event. But still, and this is why you invest on this type of ally. You know, I've put way so much tonics and gears for this guy just so I could one-shot some enemies. Oh, okay, so for example, this guy right here, the Triad Yao Guai, like I've said, so the Decayer basements, the basement enemies or elite enemies, mini bosses, deal much more damage and have much more higher health than this guy. So my sneak attack damage deals 3,000, but look at this. Even though I deal 3,000 damage per sneak attack, his other health bar would still be 2,637. That's why sometimes it takes a lot of time killing these guys. Like, look. See? It's still 2,637. So, you cannot technically one-shot these guys because their health are beyond another bar. This ally right here. This ally is actually hard to get. You know, I mean, not hard to get, but you have to grind for it. You're gonna. Do you know why they're giving so much Hawk's weapon? Because to get this ally, you need to use Hawk weapons to to score points. And from our calculation, you know, from other players that I've asked, you can only get one copy of that ally. So if you want a 4-star level 61 Wayne, such as mine, you need to buy the premium at least once. Yeah. And that's already asking for so much. But yeah, like I've said, Hawk events is the most expensive event. That's why getting this specific ally is super expensive. There are two builds for this guy. You can use this guy as a DPS or use him just for this ambush ability. Increases stealth damage by 128. Look how massive it is. That's why whenever I try to save up a little bit of cash for this game, you know, I always try to think that I always knew that this is going to be a, what do you call it? This is going to be a good investment, you know. Because let's say even though I did spend $10 here, another $15 over there, I'm still, even if I do quit the game and I do come back, such as this one, and I'm making content with this game, I could say that, oh hey, this specific character is amazing, and I'm still using them. And look, uh, what I'm doing right now, eh, with this ally, the ally itself is, you know, the investment itself is paying back. Which allies you want most in this game? Well, to be perfectly honest, you know, I already got the allies that I've always wanted in this game. But there is one more ally, you know, just just to complete, you know, just to complete my collection. Like on where is it? In this ally tab here, I at least need some deep wound, another deep wound ally. Oh no. I at least would want another deep wound ally and another ally that deals shotgun damage. Yeah, just that shotgun, another shotgun this one, the Black Strider one, and maybe another copy of Goliath, 4-star Goliath. I'm not asking much, you know, but still, like I've said, Goliath is a premium ally. It can be very expensive, and you never know when this guy might come up. But yeah, aside from allies, I'm not saying that allies make or break the game, but uh for in the game's current meta, I'm not gonna lie, you need some specific types of ally to even enjoy or somewhat progress through the game, you know. Because you've already seen it, right? Like, you've already saw how allies virtually helps you in clearing some of the bosses, or some just makes things much more easier. Like for example, Goliath and Trapper, right? It just makes things much more viable or more fun to play. Like, I can't imagine not having those allies and then doing certain bosses, especially, I mean, yeah, sometimes you want a challenge, right? But sometimes it gets annoying to some point that why am I doing this boss? Why am I trying to fight this boss daily? I'm just I'm just trying to waste my time by fighting this boss. Like, yeah, like I've said, I'm not the type of person that wants challenges. That's why I bought this premium stuff from the game. Like, I bought these allies to help me. You know, the reason why a lot of players are leaning towards this naked challenge run or a speed run is because they really don't have nothing to do. Like, that's just about it. The game is so boring that you literally there's nothing left to do. They are so bored that they just want to entertain themselves. And as for me, I want using my hard-earned gears on some certain bosses, or when I bought this, you know. That's my enjoyment right now. And aside from that, I also do enjoy sharing this, making guides, because there are some things that you must tell other players, you know. Like, this information is free. I'm not gatekeeping this to you. But at the same on the other hand, you know, on the other hand, the game's community is super toxic. Like, sometimes whenever you talk secrets like, oh hey, this is the best way to farm this, or some are just clickbaiting with, this is the most perfect way to do this. No. Another man's advice might be another man's garbage opinion, you know. There are some controversial hot takes that some people do in this game, like for example, fighting twins, right? Like, which do you prefer to kill first? That's the question. Some players would say, oh, I'd like to kill the range one first, just so I could preserve a lot of durability from my a lot of durability from my armor and my pusher gadget. But you know, I always react in such a way that, because if you think about it logically, like, why would you wanna kill the ranged twin first? Like, that's my question. Like, why? That guy couldn't one shot you, but the other guy can. Especially of how unstable the game is. Like, for example, what if you got unlucky? You got the error disconnection and you got killed. Boo-hoo, you got fucked. You got killed by a one-shot mechanic. Because you're so stuck up with your opinion that my opinion is better. Kill the ranged twin first. But you know, like, it at the same time, why I'm also overreacting from that information is because I also proved it in one of my videos that even if you kill the melee twin first, the durability is also small. Like, if you could check one of my videos in my twins walkthrough, at least if you kill the melee one first, you know what you could do? you could face tank the whole kit of the melee twin. And that's just about it. Like that's really the best way that yeah, like all events. But sometimes, like for example, Undertaker event, right? The Undertaker events are much more. The twin version are, I wouldn't say much more easier, because there are some running exploding beefs that can one shot you. So yeah. Oh, and did you know by the way, if you kill the melee twin first, you know those running beefs that explode, those running fuckers that explode, that can one shot you. If you kill the melee twin first, they won't ever spawn. I don't think a lot of players know that, and they're always targeting the range one, just because of the myth that, oh, if I kill the twin first, I'm gonna preserve so much armor. You dumbass. That's false. That's false advertisement. It's also the same with New Year event. I don't know if you've played Krampus Facility. Uh, if ever, that is much more easy than Undertaker event, since you can technically use a lot of different weapon combinations. I think I'm going to Arc. Yeah, Arc. I think, what floor did I stop on? I think it's floor 12. So 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 18. Yeah, there's also another problem. I don't have enough healing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll guess I'll just push through. Wait a minute. Yeah, but the problem is sometimes Azure Lazarus tornado against yeah. Yeah, the acid tornado is actually a very good ally. You know what else is good with acid tornado? Actually, if you think about it in a in a more different perspective, uh the Dambala tornado, or as you've said, the acid tornado, is much more efficient than Madame Love. But the reason why Madame Love is so meta is because her skill lasts so long. And from my previous live stream, I've said that um her skills her skills can also reach some flying enemies. That's 100. And look, I'm out of grease. 23 left. Yeah, yeah, I know. But with gold, I know some people have 40k gold, or even 100k gold. That's how sometimes people just don't touch grass. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. I hate floors. I hate floors 19, 21, 22, and 23. Even 24. I mean, they need to go outside more. They're playing the game for almost 12 hours per day. That's why the saying goes, they should touch grass. Damn, I hate these floors. To be honest, I'd rather do slammer instead of this. Uh, the golden status. Well, the buying the golden status is, I could summarize it by, if your account is starting like, level 1 and just early levels, I'd suggest buying it. Or if you're the type of player that is competitive, that you need to go to different parts of the map, I said buy it. But if your account is already well built, you're not gonna need it. But not to be a hypocrite, but look, I also bought the sorry. I also bought the golden status. At least, at least 5 times or something. Yeah. I mean, look, if you're talking about this one, this is the golden gear, right? From the golden status. You need to buy like you need to buy golden status at least 5 times to unlock all of this. The only good thing about the golden status of buying this is the 20 slot backpack. All of these backpacks, I have the 2 instead. The only one I'm missing is the Black Strider one. And as for the perfect weapons, there is one that is bad, like the AKM volley, but the triple strike and the Great Serpent Souls is good. But at the same time, even though this is such a huge steal, right? You might think, but after spending five golden status, there is 7 for or 30 days, right? If you bought this for 30 days, like 30 days, you're gonna unlock this. So you know how expensive golden status is. This is like $10, right? So $10 times 5, and at the same time, you might think this is free, the golden gear, but no, you have to pay another 15. I think it's 15 or almost $20 to buy this. But yeah, that's why I said this is only worth for people that are starting the game, because golden status is going to help them a lot, and at the same time, they're gonna have access to an easy 20 slot backpack. And the backpacks are, any of the backpack 20 slot are very good. Why did I take them away? This is floor 18, right? This, and this, and this. Yep. Now I'm ready. The cheapest way of getting a 20 slot, well, you've seen that I have 220 slots, right? I got those I got those 220 slot on New Year event. And then there is another 20 slot in the Decayer event. But you're gonna really grind for it, you know. I think I might just do this. Floor C1. And also, yeah, you have to wait for New Year event to be able to craft the 20 slot backpack. And New Year is at the end of the year, man. It's just January. You have to wait for December. Shit. It's better than nothing. Yeah, floor C1 gets easier once you get an ally that uses a bow or a crossbow. Yeah, that's done. So I have two more remaining for these. And as for these, I might just do this offline, you know. Because there's always something about floor 19 to 23 that is so sucky to do, especially C2 and C3. It's where you need to be very serious, or else you're going to die on those floors. This is why even Jimmy hates art, you know. I hate doing that over again because, you know, it's like you have to be serious and you have to keep your guard up, or else you might die from one mistake. Like literally, like art isn't very forgiving. Like you do one mistake and the run is over. You're dead. That's why this backpack right here, I died one time, you know. And this is the most expensive backpack ever. I mean, the reason why Dark Zone was super hard is because when they released Dark Zone, you know, they were just releasing the weapons and necessary buffs for Dark Zone, and that's really about it. That's why Dark Zone was hard. And at the same time, aside from the Dark Zone, why it's super hard, like the things that you're doing for Dark Zone, it takes so long to finish. And also, yeah, doing it also, it's the same feeling as doing art, you know. It's very unforgiving once you made a mistake. I mean, technically you could just my daily login reward, is this one. If ever, the only good thing here is this one, and this one, the gas can. I mean, yeah, there are legendary ally gears, but I could open this 400 bucks if I finish the quest, the key hunt quest. If I could do clean up in the Screaming Forest about 4 more times, I could open it. Speaking of, I already forgot where I put the I already forgot where I put the skull. Is it right here? Oh no. I already wait, it's here? Oh no. Well, that's okay, man. I already forgot where I. Oh, it's here. It's here. I already forgot. I mean, once you reach, I don't know, 100 boxes. Like, look, I have 101 boxes. Once you reach that number of chest, I'm sure you'd also be facing the same problems as organizing. Even if let's say, oh, this is a 75 slot filled with fucking stones, or this one right here is filled with phoenix stimulators, or this one right here is filled with fire legendary weapons, or this one right here on acid weapons. You know, at some point it's gonna get very tiring. I don't know how long have I been? It's been almost 2 hours, right? Yeah. Like, even now, even though I did say that I wanna do Golden Dragon, yeah, I wanna do Screaming Forest and Ark. Like I've said, it really puts you to some point that, oh damn, this is getting really boring and tiring. You know, and that's what I'm getting at. Like, look, even if there is one person watching me right now, sometimes it's not about the number of people watching me. It's this live video is recorded and is posted on my YouTube as well, so people could watch it. But still, yeah. I'm just gonna check the I'm just gonna check the trader, a trader, and at the same time, the reason why I keep ending the stream and starting new stream is because uh sometimes I just feel very tired. I just have to take breaks. Like no one can actually do for more than 6 hours of streaming unless you're that big. You know. You know what I could do? Uh, on around how many more hours? How many more hours? I got lucky with that. Currently, no one is trying to beat my 19k points. So, the round ends in 9 hours, right? In about 5 hours from now. Yeah. Before, because I haven't done Slammer and it's already resetting, 5 hours. Or maybe I could just do warehouse. I could just do it again. But yeah, I haven't really finished Arc. And I haven't even finished Cops and Screaming Forest. And after you have so much inventory, you're gonna do this too. It's better to have this bundled up since they stacked up to 50. And look, this is the other reason why I got so much armor now. And also I don't even do Torrid, right? I just get lucky and sometimes I get Black Strider here. If ever the most little things that I have is the Forest Strider set. Even if I can kill that guy multiple times, you wouldn't have enough just by upgrading the floors. And look, I haven't done Forgotten Graveyard too. And I need to do Forgotten Graveyard if I want to compete. I mean, yeah, even though I'm already at 19k points, you never really know. Remove this, add this, and add Romanov. Delete this, add him, add this guy, and this guy. this setup right here. hmm God, I wish I could remember where I put all my. No, I'm not gonna need that. Yeah, I tried using the sponge for. Uh, I tried using the sponge for. What do you call it? Golden Dragon, but yeah, it's. It's not. It's not that worth. Corrosion is what's best. On the radio. This, and the Black Strider set. Just in case. Cryo Glock. These two weapons right here. Yeah. This is pretty much it. Yeah, I'm only gonna do. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do something stupid. Just the very basic. I'm only going to bring this. Look, it might look that I have a lot of cryo Glock, but no. This and maximum health and some this. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, that one. See? Just to bring all of this, you know, it already takes up so much inventory space. After 190 days. Well, sometimes the game is really that buggy. You know. Sometimes you get legendary. Yeah, sometimes they give out half. And I don't know where would you even use this weapon, this armor right here. I guess if you wanna do naked runs. But yeah. I hope you're also traveling here in Cops First instead of going straight ahead to Screaming Forest, because you're gonna spend so much grease. Oh wow. Whew, I already forgot something. You know what? I don't even care anymore, man. I forgot the fire weapon. It's a good thing I always have this machete. Yeah. It's eating so much. Oh my god. I'm doing Golden Dragon on uh what do you call this? I also forgot to bring some trap detectors. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Time for operation. Kill this dude. What the hell? There's still one more? Anyway. This... Alright. I'm ready. Wait, no more traps. Oh no. I made an oopsie. Yeah, I made an oopsie. Ah, I got the worst luck ever. Yeah. Well, at least that's done. Well, yeah. I have to end the stream right here. I've already done most of the things that I'm going to do. So yeah,